Welcome to Heads and Tails. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, follow, because I share a curated collection of tales you do not want to miss. This week we feature Mr. Cat, a unique musician whose simplicity and commitment to singing in his own language make him stand out in a sea of cover bands. His choice is not about patriotism, but about authentic expression and audience consideration. Joined by my friend Zach from episode 18, we had the privilege of visiting Mr. Cat's home, where we met his inspiring muses, his wife Began, and his son Issara, which means freedom in Thai. Megan shares her experiences as a foreigner from the US in Thai culture, providing valuable insights into the challenges and rewards, as well as tips for being better tourists and long-term expats. This episode marks a special moment as the first time we've hosted a family on the show. Please enjoy. Is his name Thai? Yeah. What does it mean?
Issara means freedom.
Issara Pap. Is that a word? Issara.
Which also means freedom. you can use either one.
Inshallah. Do you know Inshallah? The word?
What is it?
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
There's a word Inshallah. Do you know Mr. Cat?
Not the same.
Inshallah. In Turkish, Arabic, it means like if God say yes. Like if God allow, it's like I hope, like inshallah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As
It's close.
Yeah, that's kind of had this like onomatopoeic thing.
Yeah. In Thai, there's two words for freedom. One is Siripap. S-I-R-A. S-I-R-I, and then P-A-P, Siripap. And that one is more like freedom in the sense of like you were in jail and now you're free, right? But Isapap is more like just in general, like having free will to do, yeah.
Do you believe in fate? Do you
Fate?
think like it was predestined that you come here? It was that you guys would meet?
For me, I'm 50-50. But the older I get, I think the more I'm like, maybe that's true. I would say when I was younger, I'd be like, no, life is a series of choices, and I could have easily gone down this road, and my life would have been this way, and I chose this road, so now my life is this way. Yeah.
So it kind of takes, what do you call it? Like, when you do the things, when you make the life decisions, and then you look back, it's like, oh, okay, it actually makes sense, everything.
Yeah, I think that's why as I get older, I'm like, well, maybe it's fate, because I do think back on, like, those crossroad moments where maybe in that moment you didn't realize it was a crossroad moment, right? But in retrospect, you see that that was like a pivotal decision that I made, right? And like, well, I wonder why I made that decision over that one, because that one also made sense, So, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
and from, like, you visited 10 years ago first, and then you just decided to stay here, right? That's how it went down.
Yeah, I lived in Sakeo for the first year. So I came on like with an agency basically, and they put me in the middle of nowhere.
Were you alone or with family or?
I was alone, yeah. I was
nice,
alone.
Nice. Solo travel, and 10 years ago, I don't think it's too common, right? Mr. Cat, do you think 10 years ago there were more tourists or less tourists coming to Chiang Mai?
10 ปีที่แล้ว
I think traveling. Right. Before we think we saw only like old man like everyone they all they
Yeah,
came
retire-
here with the tour for real like but you know yeah like they
Like Chinese tourists on the
yeah
bus.
look look like that yeah before we saw like that they go to the temple and Doi Suthep yeah
Oh,
from the
another
mountain.
thing. Do you call Chinese people Falang?
No Chinese we call Jin
Jin. Jin. Oh, that's
Kon Jin.
Konjin.
yeah
It's funny. In Turkish, we
China.
also say Chin.
same
Yeah.
Thai we say คนไทย
Kon Thai. Kon
Yeah,
Chin.
I don't know because
Japan.
ฝรั่ง we think like because we don't know where you from but you look like your hair your skin
Yeah, can be
white
everywhere.
look, yeah we call same
But what if
Yeah.
it's an Asian person, but you don't know if they're Chinese or,
They know. You know, right? You know when they're Chinese.
or Korean?
before we know now everyone look the same
What happened?
yeah everyone look same yeah I don't know yeah
Oh,
now very
days.
hard to
Yeah.
know
But I guess like maybe if they're Asian in general, they're not considered foreign because they're from the same region
Continent?
or landmass. Yeah.
Hmm.
Whereas like Furlong is like not from here, not from around here. Maybe.
Yeah,
yeah
far
So-
away.
I have to ask it just when I have the chance. Zach was curious about this one thing, and I am too actually. And you're the first person we ask on tape. So, what's the? And you're also very well versed in Thai culture. What are some like pet peeves? Oh, food's here.
Oh,
I
I'm
go get
sorry.
it
Okay.
No, it's cool.
แคทยังไม่ได้จ่ายนะ
yes I know
เดี๋ยวต้องจ่ายเป็น QR นะ
It's a good way to phrase that. What are some pet peeves for Thai people? That part.
Yeah. What are
How long did it take you to crack? Well, not crack, but like how long did it take for you to feel confident in Thai?
I would say,
Year, 2, 3.
yeah, probably like a year. I started taking it really seriously whenever I got pregnant. But before that, I could speak and understand a lot, but I wasn't like as determined. It was more of like a passive learning with Kat and his family, and so yeah, I would say around like year 3 or 4, I was pretty confident and like
Did the family help? You think like to put it in
help in
context?
terms of like none of them speaking English,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But active teaching, no. No, Kat would
Immediate.
in a way, but his English was so bad. I mean, I don't even know, looking back on those, it was a lot of like context clues, guessing, assuming.
How's living with a Thai family?
How's living with a Thai family? Well, I have to say, in my experience, our house was separate. So we had our own kitchen, bedroom, living room
And normally
area.
it's not? I have no idea. Just excuse my
It
ignorance.
depends.
Okay.
It depends, but no, a lot of families would live like under one roof like this, yeah. But the property that his parents have is quite big, so we basically just shared a driveway, and their house was behind ours. And saying that, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard, but
the microphone?
it's okay. I mean, like with any family dynamic, it's you just have to get to know each other, and I think knowing that whether or not this is like a good person, like good-hearted person, is the main thing. Because once you know that, you know their intentions are pure. So if there's miscommunication, or if something happens that like, oh, I really didn't appreciate that, you don't really take it so personally. Yeah, it's like,
But
oh,
is there
that's-
any like ways that you kind of developed in navigating the culture? Like, are there?
That's the main thing, I think, for me, is like there are things that I will agree with and even want to adapt to my own life. and there are other things that I don't, right? So if there's something that directly affects me, which didn't happen until I had a kid, honestly, because being a foreigner in Thailand, I think you have a lot that you're given a lot of grace.
Okay, nice. Grace as in like, you know,
If you do something like culturally insensitive, that
they're gonna let it fly more often than
yeah,
not. Okay.
exactly.
Cool, nice.
But once I had Issara, I was like, oh wait, no, I'm like being affected by certain cultural things that I don't agree with. So
What's like a main difference, like from like a Western way of raising your kid?
oh, well, the grandmother has every right. And we must agree. And if we don't agree, we stay quiet. And that was very hard because, like I said before, it was very superficial relationship. Like, oh, let's eat and drink and like laugh and have fun together. But when you're making life decisions together, it's a little harder. And if I compare or maybe ask my friends for advice who maybe already has a kid, right? Oh, grandma did this, like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, oh, you should never let him see her again. You know, it's like, that's not an option. You know, like, that is no. So I just had to figure it out. Like, what do I accept? What do I not accept? And then the things that I don't accept, how do I navigate it? And each case is different, but there are ways of talking to people that, you know, like I said, have their intentions are pure, right? Their intentions are fine.
Right.
And once you know that, you can proceed.
How do you know that? That was my question, actually.
Oh, that's, well, only by observing and spending time, for sure. Yeah, and then if you speak the language and you can listen to how they speak to other people, and not just how they speak to other foreigners, because that's very different. There's very much a face put on, to not to say it's a bad or a good thing, but it's definitely a very welcoming and like jovial and come join us attitude. But with other Thai people, you can see like how they really are. Yeah, like what kind of language do they?
Because I've been speaking to some people, like some Thai people. I want to speak to some more Thai people, actually. But one guy who was doing like his study in CMU was saying, you know, oh, like outside Thai, it's like, oh yeah, like welcome a land of smiles, yeah, you know. But at the same time, we're all human, you know. It's not very different than your own country, like, you know, all the troubles and whatever, like, you know. So in that sense, it's kind of, it's easy to get how they are the way they are. Yeah. Did you feel like you were a foreigner in the States as well?
You mean going back now?
Now, probably, definitely, but before.
Yeah. Before, well, yeah, I always felt a little like.
Out of place?
Yeah,
Like
because growing, growing up in the South is very Christian based, and my family brought me up that way too. So I always just felt like this is. I mean, it's not that weird to me because I was brought up in it, but there was always something in the back of my mind of like, this is weird. There's some, and yeah. So after college, I left, and I'm glad because now looking back, it's like even weirder than I thought.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fruitcakes.
Yes.
Religious
yes.
fruitcakes.
So yeah, I always kind of felt like an outsider, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's good practice because it's growth is outside the comfort zone for sure. Like if you're too comfortable with whatever you're born with. Mr. Cat, were you religious? Did you grow up religious? Like Buddhist? No.
แม่สอนไหมแม่ชวนไปที่วัดไหม
Yeah, they do. We do.
ตอนเป็นเด็กนะ
Yeah, in Thailand we really believe that about Buddha. I believe my mom everything. Yeah, before when we young, you know, we go to the temple, do everything. But one time I go to be monk.
Oh, okay.
3 months.
3 months. But then what happened?
Yeah, I want to know something, but now I know. Don't have anything.
Yeah. You can do monk here.
Yeah, for real.
but บอกเขาว่าเอ่อผู้ชายทุกคนนะน่าจะไปบวชได้เพื่ออะไรอะทำไมถึง
Yeah, and everyone when they go to be monk and they believe like when you 25, you have to go to be monk. And maybe 7 day, 3 day,
ทำไม
up to you. But they believe about maybe you die.
Same for women?
Not. And they believe like if you don't be monk, because they saw people like that, like, they get die. If they don't go to be monk.
it was like karma if they're not monk then
Yeah.
Something
Just
bad will
like
happen.
about that. But I go to be monk like almost 30, 29, not 25.
You waited a little bit.
Yes, yeah, sure. Everything I can see have something real, not you tell me. For my feeling, for myself.
I love that. That's one of my like value in life. I always have to do my own homework. I can't take what you say. I need to see myself. It's first from my dad, you know. My dad say, "Oh, like the grass is not green on the other side." I'm like, I need to look.
I think like when I'm young, you know, I'm have like very hard life, you know, with my family, my parents.
How so?
Like they just want I work with them because we work like a welding with iron. Yeah, I cannot to go with my friend when they want to go to eat noodle something. I cannot.
When did you start playing music in life? Were you, like when you were doing this with your family, you always played music?
And first time I just see my brother. I have one brother.
Oh, how old?
He like 42. He more than me 1 year. And look like me, but not the same.
Not the same.
Yeah, everything not the same. But yeah, before when like 15, he have guitar. He come to the house. He borrow his friend. Show me some song from Thai. I have inspiration with him. Want to do that, but I cannot. I just stop. I have again like when I go to be soldier. 21. Everyone 21 in Thailand, you have go to try to get the black or red color. If you get black color and black, you don't go. If you get red,
It's by luck.
go to army.
It's luck.
Yeah.
Every time. For everybody.
Wow.
And
Wait,
now
legally?
sometime somewhere they don't have to do that because have people they want to be in army already like full.
So they always hold the red in their hand. And they're like, oh, red, red, red.
They cannot see they have someone like this. You just go
It's fair.
up there. Yeah, like that. I got less. Yeah.
But is it like
I have to be 1 year from army.
I didn't because my eye's so bad. My eye, I wear contact lens. Yeah, I cannot.
Yeah, someone like that. Their leg not good. That.
Do you believe in military?
Sure.
And now
no?
I believe myself. Before I believe God. Yeah, and now I really believe myself a lot because I'm studying to learn about me, what I want, what I like, what the true, what the not true. Why my mom say that? Why not same? She say like that. Why I try this? The first I can do that. The later I cannot. Yeah, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Like a dynamic something.
What does music, like, how does music play a role in this search?
ในเรื่องห้าตัวเองมันดนตรีแบบสำคัญแค่ไหน
I think the music important for me like when I think I like the music when I'm young. I just don't know myself. I like that. I don't know how because I don't learn music. I learn alone. I learn about and try the sound. I like tang. I can remember that.
Simple. Nothing too complicated.
Can I see?
Did you play any instruments?
Yeah. Oh, well, growing up, not really. And he taught me how to play the guitar like the first year we
Mr. Cat, does everyone play the guitar in Thailand?
feels like it, doesn't it? เหมือนทุกคนเล่นกีตาร์เป็นนะ
Look
ที่
like
ประเทศไทยอ่ะ
I think look like someone they can do that, but they think they're not well. They think they're not good. But I think in Thailand people they shy a lot. Someone they cool. Sometimes someone they can speak English good. They don't speak. Only they shy. They say, oh, I don't know them. I don't know how.
Humble.
Yeah, I know that feeling. That Thailand we call it เกรงใจ You can say เกรงใจ
It's very hard to explain. It's like a sense of being humble. It's also like being hospitable. It's a lot of things. People like to say we don't have gleaned in Western culture. I think we do, but
Manifest different.
yeah, it's manifest differently, and gleaned here is applied to so many different contexts that in the States it just wouldn't really fit. Like one word or one concept doesn't really fit that word.
But I think these concepts are kind of like location specific too, you know? Like you have people not going to be like Thai hospitable in America. Like in Turkey, people are hospitable too, but in a different way, you know? And in different ways, they're like really bad. And it's the same everywhere. I think everywhere has like a nice hospitable vibe. But it's, for me, Turkey, not good. For me, America, not good. I tried these two. For me, Thailand seems perfect. Like, up until now, I feel like great, okay? And it's just finding that match. Because in different time in life, I think different, vibe happen and, like, you go a different place. But, yeah. Chiang Mai forever like this? Is it? Like for 10 years? You've been here for 20 years, right?
Oh, he's born here.
I'm born
You're
here.
born here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You didn't come from Chiang Mai or?
I go sometime just
ไม่มาจากไหน
No, I'm from
เป็น
เชียง
คน
ใหม่
ที่ไหน
I'm from เชียงใหม่
Your parents were born here.
Yeah.
Where are you born?
ที่ไหน
You were born?
Thailand เชียงใหม่
Thailand
เชียงใหม่
Chiang Mai
Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Yeah, I have one brother. Everything not same. Only look like me when we young. They say like twin. Because my mom like to buy T-shirt the same. If not same, sure have problem. Yeah, we like.
They're not
different.
twins though.
They're
no.
She want.
The other one's older.
Yeah, she like that when she have that clothes. Everyone think twin.
Does he still play music in like bars and stuff like you?
No. Now he work with my parents, like my family in building. Yeah.
When did you say, okay, mom, dad, I don't do building anymore. I do my own. I follow my own heart.
เมื่อไหร่อ่ะ
When they sell the land, I think. Because before, I think my mom, they borrow money from the bank. I want to help them to work. When they finish, I want to go. But I don't know where I go. One day, they sell the land. They got money. Like 17 million, something like that. I'm thinking, wow, they can keep money for the bank. They can have money. They can have new house, have new life, everything good. And bye-bye.
You don't need me.
But I don't know yet. Before I just bye-bye, I want freedom. I want for my life. Because all my life with family. Just work with them every day, 200 baht. Every day. I do a lot. I don't do a lot, 200 baht. I never better. Yeah, never have better. Because my mom, she don't have good way to teach. She just want and be strong and strong.
His mom is
Yeah.
from like a very small mountain like village, and she completed her education in the 4th grade. So it's like all of her ways of thinking are just very traditional and survival, like the kind of poorer mountain type of mindset where it's like we're here to survive and you just have to be strong and that's really all. So that's what he means when like she just instilled in them to just keep going, be strong, be strong, be strong. But other than that, she didn't really teach them anything.
Yeah,
I guess being strong is important, but
It's better than my grandma. My grandma did second grade. And she can barely count. Sometime like she give like 1 piece money and then she gets like 10 piece money and she's like, oh, I give him 1 piece, I get like 10 pieces. Like,
yeah, his mom is more like street smart, I guess, and life skills. But yeah.
Yeah, when I'm gone, I go out, I be with my friend. And be with my friend. I don't know how to get money first. I just ask my friend, where you get the weed? He say, oh, he get the weed with my friend. I say, oh, that's my close friend. I can borrow him for you. You can sell for me. I want to be with him, like his room, apartment, something like that. Okay, I control him like that, like because I know a lot of people, but I don't have anything, just have only my head.
Connections.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
connections.
Talk and someone they believe me, they trust me, they can do for me that because when everything finished, fair. Yeah. Not like drug. They sell
They're not
drug,
trying to
they're
take
not fair.
advantage.
Everyone they sell drug, never fair. Everyone so hard to know they hard. It's so deep. Yeah. Never know. Yeah, deep. More than ocean. That's your heart.
That's
Too deep.
absolutely.
Never know.
it's enough to say, okay, I don't want to do anything for mom, dad. I don't want to do anything for school. I don't want to do anything for, anyone but me, because I think we come together from a sense of loneliness, but actually we have so much inside. And like when you know so much inside and you spend some time inside and it's like, wow, like all these crazy doors, and you can meet some other people who spend some time inside, and then life becomes a little bit more easier to bear.
Hmm.
Sometimes I believe like when I meet people about the gravity too, about that too. Not everyone, only someone. What happened, I don't know, but I feel like gravity. Sometimes, we meet again somewhere. That think the same thing.
It's like I don't follow people. I follow my heart. Yeah, I wrote that down because you said it. But it's like that day when I said it was Sunday, I guess, right? We were sitting with Jack in like the top floor of Mug. You were playing at Mug last Sunday. And I came like 6 months ago. When I first listened to live music, it was your show. And I was like, oh, like trying to like record everything and like being like a first timer tourist, like, oh, like it was really fun. It was a special night. I'm really grateful for all of the sets you play. But 6 months later, having like a different kind of perspective with the city and the music scene and everybody, it made me feel like amazing. And I was like, oh shit, like we should come
I
together and
think
talk
that's,
to you.
that's when I write my song, mean like me. I'm very funny, sometimes talk and energy like that. Then I write like funny song. But sometimes feel like serious, like different thing, like make more like when we show. We have to show like performance for real. We want to show something, but we want to talk. People can understand. Only Thai, only who know Thai, who know Lana, because anyone they ask me about Cat, why you don't do English song? And really good, if you can do that, they can understand you too. I say, okay, I think if the English song, I want my wife, she did that because her language. I have my language, and I can do with my language. Everything can be Cat for real, and you can see Cat, Mr. Cat for real, not Cat. He from Chiang Mai. He sing English, really cool, man. He sing English. Wow, yeah.
And
Not like that.
right-
I don't want that. I want Cat. He sing Lana. He do everything like real Thai. Yeah. His clothes, everything he got like old style, old thing from the mountain, but he not from mountain. he liking that. It's weird.
Looks out nice.
I can say it's so weird.
Yeah. People ask me too, like, do you speak Lana? And personally, I can understand it, but I feel weird speaking it. I feel like as if Kat went to Alabama and started speaking in a southern accent. Almost like it would be weird. It's not exactly that, but that's how I feel.
It's like, it feels even more.
Yeah, it's
in-depth.
disingenuous for
accent.
one. It's not my natural. It's not what I picked up. It's not what I learned. So if I spoke Lana, it would be like just showy. I think it's not really necessary. But also, like writing music, if you've ever written a song before, it's hard enough in your own language, you know. So if you're trying to write it in a language that's not yours, one, cultural aspects of it will just get lost. You know, the poetry, the depth of it can get lost. It's not applicable in every language, you know. So
I've been on a Turkish classical music stint. Like, I listen to Turkish music these days. I don't know why. Maybe I miss home. I don't know. But I think, like, they translate to English, and it would never hit the same. You know, it would never hit the same. So I know with your music, I don't need to understand it. I just need to see the conviction. And, like, when people pass by, they're like, wait a minute, you know, like, they're, like, interested in a different way than just, like, being, like, this head bob and entertaining, you know?
Kieran, we ask you a question.
Yes.
So we've noticed that more foreigners enjoy his music than the Thai crowd.
Yeah.
And there are bars and stuff that with Thai customers who like his music, but it's like a niche. But foreigners, it seems like pretty much everybody, like anyone who likes live music, you know, enjoys. So, like, what is it specifically about his style that, like, I don't know, made you stop or made you come back or stay for the set?
The big instrument, the cello. Does he play the cello? That guy for sure. Like, he's really good at what he does. And like that friend. Also, I heard a lot of covers already in my life, and you know, covers are a dime a dozen. You know, like you said, it's like, okay, like, wow, you can play a really good. It's entertaining, yes, fun, but like, I think I'm more of a novel experience seeker. Zach's kind of the same, I think. Less about like mass appeal, more about like, I can take some parts of your song and like put it in my house mix, and like it would sound fucking cool, and like everyone would be dancing, and you know, like this is what I think about when I think about sound. It's like little pieces of connections that I want to listen to again and again, and let it influence my life. So I don't know. Does that answer your question?
I think Asia is really good at replication of music, and like it was a very similar thing in the Philippines, maybe even more so. Like, they're naturally inclined to sing karaoke a lot, right? And so the karaoke culture, alongside pretty good skills with instruments, everyone plays guitar in Thailand also, like, they learn these covers because they like that music so much.
Yes.
So they get really good at maybe like 50 or I don't know how many songs. A lot of songs that they can play well and kind of mimic the vocals. But in terms of exploring originality and trying to be yourself, it's like, I think that's kind of that becomes like a place post-developing. Like, the US sets a trend with music, and then everyone wants to play rock and roll, and then what comes after that? And it's like this exploration of your own style, and a whole generation of people that want to bring back tradition, but also extend it into some kind of
Modern context.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, make it cool, right? Make it relatable, but have it rooted in some authenticity that's based on heritage or environment, upbringing. So that, yeah, I think that's what hit when I saw him live. I was just like, and then I just heard a few things, like, it's like, oh yeah, it just kind of Mr. Cat and Friends, like, so every time he has different friends come and go play with him, and then your kid came up and played your violin, and I was like, what? Like, and you're kind of like playing it for him, and it's just like, it's like so much more of an experience than like lyrical meaning that makes a good song. It was like, I'm in an art installation expression thing, and somehow I feel like I'm a part of this or I'm like I'm viewing it, but it's like I'm immersed in this funky, you know.
Before, like I mean, like sorry, before when I go with friend to watching the music, everyone they like this.
Yeah, no heart.
Yeah, and sing and sound so good. But yeah, not very, not natural, you know. And yeah, I ask friend, I talk to my friend, if I'm be musician, if I'm play the guitar, I want to be like Red Hot Chili Pepper. Yeah, I love that because when I watching that first, I see Red Hot Chili Pepper like lot of energy.
with this guy.
Yeah, lot of energy.
He's really good to party with.
But yeah, I really like it. I think if I do something, I want like look like that, look like energy, look like feeling like that.
Yeah, look like you go out with your friend, you know, you're having fun and you're just like in the moment, not like you're performing and it's this thing, you know.
Yeah, people that really like when we play together, like so fun. Someone they like professional music, they say, oh, I have my band, but they play good, but not fun. I don't know what to say. Yeah, he want to play with me. Okay, you can do because I don't think like we want to be professional. We don't want to be awesome, something like that. We want to be friends and fun together because we can be forever, not the band.
And luckily,
Yeah,
he has a
more
lot of
than-
talented friends.
More than our band, my band, because I don't have my band. I have Mr. Cat and what.
Friends.
Yeah, that I make the band like that. It's just really straight. Don't mean anything out.
You record stuff and like put it online?
Now only 2 songs.
Only 2 songs? You do it with Chow, right? Or you do yourself?
ทำกับใครอ่ะพี่วิชา
I do with my friend like. Yeah, I have my group. They support me. Yeah, sometimes we do alone at home. If someone they can record. Yeah.
It's fun.
And we don't care about big room or good record. I think about if someone they can do for me. And thank you so much. I don't care.
And with
sound
that-
good, sound not good. I want my
With that
same. You
takes
want to give me
patience
something.
too.
I don't care. And expensive, not expensive, but I want to say thank you.
Because
I
if
say,
you
okay.
record in the studio, like how much would be one song? If you paid for
Almost-
the whole thing,
Almost 10.
like 10,000 or more.
Yeah, almost 10,000.
Maybe more, because you have a lot of people.
Yeah, and now when we have someone there home, we don't pay a lot of money
Yeah, so
for that.
pro bono, it
Yeah.
means you have to
Yeah. Sometimes
wait
I
your
bought
turn.
I bought a beer, go
Mm.
to his room, drink together. And
That's always the thing in my mind. I feel like this kind of effort needs like more like support, you know, and there's like so many people that can do it, like, and would have fun doing it.
if
Like,
I want people support me
Yeah.
making that, not I want that.
yeah,
I want to make I make money for that. If I have that song, how they go?
yeah.
No, I want they go for real. If they go, they can go alone. Someone can making that. If they want MV, come to making that. I don't have money for that. I have idea, I have my song. That's only that. I'm finished. Yeah, I'm finished. Already finished with the to learn more music. I don't learn more. I just create it. Yeah.
Wait, you don't learn more?
No, I don't learn more about music because I just know only that. I think it's okay because when you know G, E minor, CD, you can do 100 songs, 1,000, only that chord. Don't have to know all the same. If you want to study, you want to be like doctor, you don't have to be doctor. You just finish. When you finish, you just finish that, and you learn something alone, something out, not music. Not much with that.
If I can explain, I think, and I also feel this way with art that I do, music and stuff, but like when you learn the basics, and yeah, you learn the fundamentals, and then the fun part starts, you know, like you get to be creative with what you know, and you can make it into whatever. And of course, learning comes with doing, but you're not like actively saying like, okay, I'm gonna learn this skill because whatever. But it's more like taking what you already know and having fun with it and creating with it and
I mean
Yeah.
แบบอ่ะฉันเป็นคนแบบพอใจในสิ่งที่ตัวเองมีเหมือนกับความรู้มีแค่นี้แล้วก็จะพอใจแค่นี้ละแต่คนอื่นบอกว่าเฮ้ยคุณสามารถรู้ได้อีกแต่ฉันคิดว่าอันนี้โอเค
he always wants to be like, what I have is enough. What I already know is enough to do what I want.
But
with.
people they really
You don't always
cheer-
need more,
cheer me.
need more,
You
need
can do
more.
more. That you good. I think I don't know that. I know just only that. If I know more, I do.
I
Yeah,
want to do one thing really good. Nice.
yeah. But yeah, then that hard to think about it because
And I think
we don't
that's
know.
the difficult thing, you know, to like be like close to the fundamentals. I mean, as like a martial arts practitioner, I do like you do the same movement maybe like 1,000 times, and then when you do 10,000 times, then it's like different. You understand the movement different. If you do 100,000 times, it's the same movement, but you get so good at the movement. You know, you can do it to anyone, anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
I read somewhere because now Issa's doing taekwondo, and someone like a master or something wrote like the black belt means, this is not the quote, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the quote, but means that now you can begin.
Yes.
You know, it's like now you know the fundamentals and you can make it, you know, your practice or whatever, which I thought was nice because I know for myself I can get wrapped up in the learning process for sure, and then I never really take it and do something with it. It's just like something that I know how to do, but I've never really, so stopping the learning process and being like, let's do something with it is fun. It's but sometimes I get wrapped up in it.
Everything I don't learn more. Only I do that before. Same. I play football before. Now I don't want to learn football more again. I know how already to play like that because before I try already everything finished. Same music I try before long time, like a 10 year.
But you still play, so
Yeah, and just
so-
right now I do more and that. I think about now I'm thinking about something new more than something well, something
Like what?
yeah, like awesome, but not awesome, but I think like drumming, something new
Like
drumming.
exploring versus
Yeah.
like trying to get better. It's like exploring
Yeah,
deeper.
I want to do something
Mm.
new, like weird, something
Like you want to create.
yeah, but it's
Something new for
really
yourself.
hard
Mhm.
for the music, you know, everything they have already. That's that style.
Yeah.
Hey, if I want to make Mr. Cat style really hard, I have to do like too much for people can see that. Not I tell them. They can see that my style for real.
So
No, you were in the right way.
อิสระไปส่งเขาที่ห้องน้ำ
um, I guess this is kind of relatable in a way, just of it relating and what people get from an audience, or like, are there any points kind of as you came from the States and kind of integrated and localized your perception and behavior and responses to match or accommodate the Thai culture in a way of like harmony, right? And like looking for or like the points where it's like, well, there's disagreement, but where can I come to terms with this? How can I respond to this in a way of being here? And I guess in that crossover, like what you guys found out about each other, but also what you see, like how could a really like just a first timing tourist who wants to be respectful, I don't know how to phrase it really, but it's just like from him growing up here to now, what are the most general things that people could know about respecting culture or just like keeping more Thai heritage here in Chiang Mai and kind of contributing to like the culture persisting? It's kind of a big question in a way, but if there's like random things that pop up in your mind that are like themes or
I think observing is really important because yes, you can read like books before you come or even watch movies or whatever. The world is your oyster these days, right? But once you get here, if you observe the way that people interact together, like locals interact together, you can learn a lot just by like the distance. How far away do they stand? What greeting, like, do they why or do they not? I think you can learn a lot, like, very fast. And like I said, I think that foreigners have a lot of grace given to them. So, especially in Thailand, and K-Cat เขาอยากรู้ว่าสำหรับนักเดินทางที่มาที่นี่สมัยนี้นะเขาทำอะไรได้ที่จะได้เรียนรู้แบบวัฒนธรรมเร็วๆแล้วก็ไม่ได้ทำอะไรแบบที่แบบไม่สุภาพอะไรอย่างนี้อ่ะ
ก็ต้องไปหาสถานที่ที่อยู่เหมือนเช่นเชียงดาวอะไรพวกเนี้ยสถานที่ที่เป็นคนเหนือคนเมืองคนลำปางอะไรอย่างเงี้ยถ้าอยากได้วัฒนธรรมจริงๆนะถ้าในเมืองเราที่เด่นๆมันก็ไม่ค่อยเหลือละแต่ต้องไปแบบประมาณนั้นแหละ
He said it would for people who really want to see and experience and support like the preservation of Thai culture, you know, go to smaller places like Lampang or Qingdao. Even Qingdao is getting bigger, but to support and be an observer and support those people because whenever you
share food
and because we know that Thai people are really hospitable and they like to share and they just taking that and bringing something to the table. You know, I think Westerners have a reputation, and it's not entirely wrong, of not being very giving because it's in a different way, right? We give on like certain occasions or if you come to our home. But in Thailand, you know, if one of the first things I learned is if it's on the table, it's communal, it's everybody's. And back when I lived in Sakyao, I was a smoker, and I learned really fast if my cigarettes are on the table, it's everybody's, you know? So, like, either you come with the intent to share.
That's the same in Detroit, by the way.
Oh, well, I've never been to Detroit, so I wouldn't know. That was new to me.
I had a friend who was like an expat living in Turkey, and there's the same rule. If it's on the table, it's everyone, you know? And if he comes to party with us with like a bottle of gin, and sometimes he put it on the ground, and if it's not on the table, it's not on the table.
Yeah, we absolutely, I still have at least one friend like that here, and it's a joke. I mean, she's in on the joke, but yeah, it's like if she brings beer or something and she doesn't finish it, they're going home with her. So like, and I feel like that's a very Western mindset. You know, it's nothing wrong with it necessarily. It's just odd in the Thai culture. Usually, you would finish it all in one night. Like if you bring it, we're gonna drink it, or you just leave it there. But yeah, I think like to your question, like observing is a lot. And then whenever you you know something like, oh, Thai people enjoy eating together, and then whenever you come here and you're invited to the table so many times, like you bringing something along, like kind of mimicking like, oh, this is what's appreciated in this culture, and I agree with that, like let me bring something to the table. I think that's a way of like preserving but also participating without what's the word, like bulldozing the culture or
appropriating or like
overstepping or
I think it's like instead of like if you've been a guest a few times, start being a friend. You know, like if you weren't someone outside coming in, if you were just inside of this, how would you mirror what's how would you actually feel if you were to bring the exchange that everyone else brings and you're no longer a guest or something. That's a good reminder for me too. It's because it's so, sometimes there's like this appeasement with a guest, so it's like you bring out this brightness of the family or whoever you're visiting, and they're like, they're kind of like head over heels to have an experience with you, like, whoa, you know, let's eat everything, we'll just make a, you know, welcome to our place, or da, da, da. It's like this excitement, but I think remembering to reciprocate that with a good amount of attention or effort, kind of beyond the feeling that's like, wow, this is just happening, you know. It's like,
and if not in that moment, then the next day
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
next time you
yeah.
see them, you know, it's like, it's just being thoughtful, I think. That's all. Being observant and being thoughtful. That's a big part of Thai culture in general. So, yeah. It's hard to answer. I can only say from my personal experience and my observation. I've had many friends like come and go, and some have been here as long as me or longer. And they each have their own experiences and stories. So, yeah, just speaking from my own.
Yeah, I think this is kind of an old world trait though, because it's always the same, like communal, sort of reciprocal, like Russia, like East Europe, Turkey, Middle East has the same kind of energy, because I can relate to it like more. But I think there's like inside there's different sort of politics that go in as well, you know.
Absolutely, and it takes years to uncover and experience, and only through experience can you actually like
Absolutely.
understand them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like the whole, like, even I think like I want to keep it more like general for people, because like a lot of people just visit Thailand, but like the lens of through which, if they like want to like take part a little bit more, I don't know. Staying places. Okay, this is a question for both of you. Do you travel in Thailand? Like go to different places? You stay like one place couple days, couple weeks, couple months? No.
ตอนเดินทางแค่ชอบอยู่ที่หนึ่งแบบกี่วันอะน่าจะแบบเดินทางไปเที่ยวอะ
ไปคนเดียวหรือว่าไปกับเพื่อน
He said, am I by myself or am I with friends?
หรือว่าไปกับครอบครัว
Or with family. That depends. In our experience, I would say like a few days, but family life is a little more complicated since we have like school and stuff.
ฉันไม่ค่อยอยู่นานไง
Obligation
อย่างที่ไปเห็นฉันจะไม่ค่อยจะไปอยู่นอกจากว่าตั้งแต่มีครอบครัวอยู่กับอเมริกาแล้วเริ่มไปอย่างที่ไปพังงานไปนั่นไปนี่นะ
He
แต่
said
เมื่อก่อนไม่ค่อยเดินทาง
before he met me, he really didn't travel much at all. Always in Chiang Mai. In fact, we met the first time he traveled to
Alone.
Sakao. Yeah, alone was to see me in
First time
Sakao.
for me
Yeah.
alone, because every time I like to go with friends. I don't know Bangkok, I don't know anything. I'm scared a little bit, not Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
because I never go out.
Yeah. Like it's scary. I know.
Yeah.
But since being with me, I mean, we've
But-
gone to the States for a long
Because I think like she not Thai, why she can come? I think I can do it. Then inspiration. Yeah, she not Thai, she can come to meet me. That why I have to scare? I not. I go. I want to take care of her.
How was California? Just a quick question.
I like it. I think Alabama. I like Alabama more. When like, I don't know. I think California they have only that look like a fashion more, like something cool. But not now. I don't need that a lot. I don't like something like that a lot. But I like to see. But I don't need. I don't want. But I
You need to
want
stay long.
to see something what I like. Yeah.
But the longest time we were in that.
For real, I like everything like old stuff. I like everything old stuff. I like something second hand like that. I don't like something new a lot.
You might have liked New Orleans.
Yes, I love that. Yes.
Never.
Like a fantasy, you know. I love that. So cool. I
Because
like
this
that.
place kind of makes me feel like I have never been to New Orleans, but I feel like I would have like
A lot of show.
Well, New Orleans is a very creative city, so there is that in common. Yeah. I live on the coast of Alabama, so it's like a 2-hour drive to New Orleans. So he's been a couple times, and
Yeah, we go to Georgia.
Georgia, yeah,
Yeah, Georgia is good.
it's pretty.
Right. Like
sure
natural.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Nature
I
in
have the
America
bear.
is
I saw bear one
unmatched,
time.
really.
I go to Georgia. I saw the bear one time.
A bear.
And a bear, like brown one.
No, it's black.
Black.
Black bear.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Black
black
bear.
one.
We don't want to see brown bear.
No.
Yeah.
The grizzlies.
I never.
But we also, yeah. So before he met me, he never really traveled much anyway. But I guess we sometimes go for long periods. I mean, when we go to the States, it's always like, well, in the past, it's been like at least 2 months.
เข้าตรงนี้เหรอ
I guess what I was saying, like referring to is like individually, like, yeah, would you rather travel somewhere like longer time, like to get to know the place, or just like pass through?
It depends. For me, and in the past, before I had a kid, longer stints for sure. Yeah, I wanted to get to know. I was never into backpacking. I thought it was not comfortable. It's just like, why? It didn't appeal to me. It felt like checklists, check this place off my list. So yeah, for me, I much prefer longer stints. And if it's only for a couple days, it's like somewhere that I've been before, like somewhere that I know what to expect, and like, yeah, I want to go see that place. Yeah.
Chiang Mai has this special energy, though. I think I haven't been to a lot of different places, but I keep telling this feeling of when there's like quite a bit of people doing some, art, music, healing, crafts, whatever. There's like a different palpable like air. The air is kind of different. Like it's not the same in a lot of places that I know. Maybe some cafe. When like in Malaysia, I went to one cafe. They have like paper on table and pencils everywhere. And like second floor, they make live music, and like this place called China House in Georgetown. And every time there's someone doing something in there, so it's some always creative energy going, and it's very different inside. This is how I feel like the whole Chiang Mai feels like this energy, of like, like it's cool. Yeah,
I agree.
I started my stuff over here. I was like, like I don't want to post these, like, who needs this, whatever. I was talking to people like Airbnb people and my friends and all that, and I decided to start here. So did you stay here for that reason?
I mean, yeah, it was not a con on the list. Not that there was a list really, but I can say from living in Isan for the first year, whenever I first visited Chiang Mai, I was in Isan at that point for maybe like 2 or 3 months. And whenever I came here, I was like, this exists in Thailand?
I think first I remember the first time she come to Thailand,
Thai women are so pretty.
In Bangkok,
There's music everywhere.
Someone steal her bag.
Yeah, in Bangkok, yeah, that was.
I asked her like, yeah, first time you come to Thailand, someone steal your bag, your passport, visa, anything gone, and how you can do that? And you want to be Thailand more? And what that story? Yeah, but yeah, because when I asked her, she go to be like Sakya already. That story finished, everything finished, but she have to be teacher before in Sakya. I think so. Yeah, why you go that place? That people don't do anything. That Sakya.
But it was the place you grew up.
Don't have everything. That
like a city setting? No, right?
No.
I think that's why, Mr. Kat. I grew up in city, so I love Chiang Mai. Like I can like going to Sakya, I was like, what? No, Like for me, it's like I can't think about it. But for people who didn't, I think it's the opposite all the time.
When she travel come to Chiang Mai, like maybe 1 week or some, I meet her. I just try to talk to her. Come to Chiang Mai to be teacher here, but she don't know how yet before. But
and I had
she
a
tried.
contract too.
Yeah, she tried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
wait.
later she come. I'm really happy, because in Sakya too far. Yeah, and for me and with her, I don't know how it can go.
So when you first met, were you like, okay?
Mm,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I thought
Okay.
like I didn't really know what to. I was just like, oh, maybe friends. Maybe I really wasn't thinking too far like into the future. To be honest, it was like, okay, this is nice, and I mean because I didn't know if I was gonna stay in Thailand. I had no idea, and I really wasn't thinking too much about it. I was trying to just like be.
That time I
Just
have
be.
the ex girl. She finished with me.
She
Yeah.
broke up
Yeah, broke
with
up.
you.
Yeah. She broke up, and yeah, I try to talk with Megan. Yeah, because really interesting for me because Falang, not Thai. Yeah. We want to know. I want to know Falang.
But I wasn't his first foreign girlfriend. You had another.
Yeah,
you
I
had a
have
foreign
before,
girlfriend
so.
before.
Yeah.
You already playing music when you guys met?
No, no,
Oh,
I
you
loved
got into it afterwards.
Yeah, I loved music and I listened to a lot of music, and I think that brought us together because I shared like so many artists that he didn't know.
Yeah.
Was it Christian rap for you growing up?
Oh, you know it. Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. No.
Will Smith.
Actually, growing up, I liked like hardcore, like screamo music. Yeah. Well, luckily I grew out of that. But yeah, he taught me how to play. And to be honest, I don't know, like past a certain age, and maybe this is just me, or maybe it's a Western mindset. I don't know. I was just like, oh, I didn't learn how to play the guitar as a kid, so I guess I'm not gonna ever learn how to play the guitar. Like it wasn't like.
I think this is the fundamental difference, though. Like I feel what like Thai people think about music. It's like you don't play, you don't need to have play for money to have fun with it. You know, like you can just like play and just like be all right. Yeah.
But it's good for thinking that someone for real, they cannot do that because they don't have real love music for real. If they love music for real, sure, they did that. Don't care money because they just want to play. I meet some friends like that. They want to play together. They don't care
Well,
about.
families don't let us do that. Like my family was like, you know, like come on, like you can't play music. Like you're gonna be hungry for the rest of your life. And it's like, it's like a non-profit because they think out of like, like we only have each other. You know, like go be a doctor, go be a lawyer. It's a, you know, traditional Asian high expectation parents, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think like with both of us being freelancers, basically, it's yeah, it's a different mindset for sure. Absolutely. Because if I think about, I mean, I haven't worked for somebody else in like, oh my gosh, 8 years. And thinking about like all the difficulties of being a freelancer, nothing compared to the sacrifice that you have to make to work for somebody else. Doesn't compare.
When you remember that when you're like stressed about like managing freelancing, and then you just remember like the pains of like working for someone else. You're like,
Yes, and you're just like, yes, I got this. I can do this. Absolutely. But like to piggyback on what he's saying, whenever you're making art and putting it into the world, and you're able to make a living off of it, it's rare. And I think to keep it pure and like create what you want to create, like, and him not making a song in English because it's not him, as an example, or taking consignment for my art. I don't want to. Like, if I've already made it because I really enjoyed that process and I wanted to make that thing and you like it, you can have it. You can buy it or whatever. But yeah, to make something that you specifically want, I don't enjoy the process as much. Yeah, so to keep the art pure and like just keep creating and like not creating for the purpose of supporting yourself, almost like hoping that it will. But yeah, it's hard to separate that. It's hard to keep it pure. I think that's why many people don't do it because they're like, oh, people like that.
Here. Like we were talking about this on the car ride here. It's like it doesn't feel like how much you make and how much I make matters, you know, like there's kind of like this parallel, like everyone like doesn't really care. Because I mean, people who are, you know, like on a very different level that we don't see them anyway. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
true.
not in our vicinity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Cat, did you make that hat? Is it yours?
นี่ทำเองหรือเปล่า
No, I think I bought it like second hand.
But you did add the feature.
Yeah, I did that before. I have the light here, like yeah, and now I change the broken. But I want they can look like a UFO something like that.
It's Lon a mask, Lon a helmet, right? Is it? No.
มาจากไหนอ่ะ
I think from the mountain
Hill tribe
people from the mountain like they do by their hand, you know, and look like this.
แม้แต่สมัยก่อน
That's it.
มีคนใช้จริงไหม
I don't know about it. They use that, not use, but I think from the mountain, I think they use that. Why they have this? If they don't have this, okay, they don't use that.
Yeah, they don't make stuff just
Yeah,
make it.
everything they make for what? For using that.
Do they want? Is there a lot of mountain people wanting to just come to live in the city now?
I think so. Before they come to, because they have to sell something here.
Like his mom's generation, a lot of them.
Stay. Oh, they came. Oh, okay. No.
Like to live and work or to sell things?
To live and work, because it's quite I mean, she walked
Yeah.
from, well, yeah.
Like far, yeah.
Yeah, she walked from the mountain. It's not like they had a transportation. So
I mean, like before, you don't have motorbike.
so if you're here, it's like you need to find somewhere to sleep.
Tuesday, yeah, they
Yeah.
just walk Tuesday. Crazy, like a marathon.
Yeah. I mean, how many,
Like a Lampang,
how
Chiang
many
Mai.
kilometers do you think?
You know, like 100 up, you know.
To walk here to Pai is 24 hours. So
Yeah, they would. She would tell stories where like they'd sleep on the road, basically on the side of the road. You know, like where they have the little
Yeah.
pavilions every now and then.
They
Yeah,
tell me
they
like
find
Tuesday, they walk,
2 days.
yeah, 2 วัน Tuesday,
Yeah.
just all day. Don't stop sometime to eat, then just walk. Like
I guess coming here is
everything
easier.
like a forest, you know. You go like have walk, see it. Yeah, I think feel like that before. Why they
So that's why I love riding around the city with a bicycle, because like with the motorbike I feel like boom boom, oh he's out.
That's the trick. It's just massage. Yeah, I think there's still a lot of people wanting to come to the city, but what do you think?
and like now can we break the time like for ใช่ได้ไหม can I
No, like let's wrap up because it's been like hour 10 minutes anyway,
Okay.
and you guys
Can I
out.
say that?
Yeah.
almost.
So
All right, it's okay.
any ideas, any last saying goodbye thoughts, anything comes to mind?
For people wanting to experience Thai culture, I think it is one of the easier cultures to like observe quickly. I mean, there are lots of depths that a traveler would never see or need to see. But in general, Thailand is just so open to sharing their culture. There's like very much a sense of pride for Thai people in sharing the culture. And when a foreigner is interested, it just like, often, I'm sure you've seen like a spark, that lights up whenever you ask questions, like a woodworker or something, and like asking them the process or how long you've done this, or they really enjoy sharing that, and they like that people like it. So like, don't be afraid to show like, wow, that's really cool, or I'm interested. I have rarely felt like I was bothering anybody by asking like questions like that. And then like just the general like polite things that you learn whenever you're traveling, like don't touch an elder's head, or try not to show the bottom, or don't walk in the middle of a circle. If you are sitting on the floor, like don't walk in the middle, like walk around. Yeah, those things is important.
I think the more you get to know, it depends on how much you want to like invest in somewhere as well, I guess, in terms of your mind. But if you have this mindset of wherever I go, I sort of invest in the moment, like I ask the question, try to immerse myself with these people. I think it's a bit better mind space to be at. And I guess spending more time in places is much, much more, like it's easier to do that.
And with some place like Thailand, it's not that big. So being able to travel and see the different provinces, and in the end, like being able to compare them after a while, because you'll definitely notice just some outward differences, or food or something. It's just interesting. Yeah.
For anyone trying to get into music, Mr. Cat, what should you suggest for
คนที่
people?
อยากเล่นดนตรีอ่ะมีคำแนะนำไหม
Yeah, I think I don't have anything to talk about the music. I think who love that they can share their love, how much they love. They can know how much they love. Yeah, if I love that a lot, people can see I love this a lot.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before too. Like,
I don't know how to like give like inspiration for people. Like, people like to say practice and that. I think I don't know how you feel with the music. If you say love, I don't know how much you love. Yeah, everyone say love. I don't know how much. But when someone they show love a lot, you see they have love a lot.
And from what I've seen, people wanting to learn, if they come over and they say, "Oh, I've always wanted to play guitar," and Kat will put the guitar in their hand and just say, "Try, just try." Like, here's G. I teach you one chord, or just strum. Just
I
try.
like to teach a lot about, because if someone they want, like, I want to teach them. Like she has the guitar. She sent me. I said, okay, one day, who I know they have instrument, because sure they want to try with some musician. If you can teach or do something good, they can have fun. Don't make a band, but give fun, give love to them. They can be fun with the music.
don't need money for fun.
Yeah, and if someone else not friend, I can have money for that job. If I have friend, you can have free for friend. That's private for me.
There we go.
Yeah. If you don't know me, how you can come in my house? You have to be outside. You don't know me. I don't want you come in my house. I don't know you. Yeah. If you know me, I know you. Sure, now you're here. I'm here. We are friends.
You have to make friends.
Yes.
And I think people, like they say, people are nice. You just have to be first. And in Thailand, I think definitely people are very nice. If you're first, just be first.
It's true.
Yeah, the effort is just matched, I think, at least. So, but I think it's a mix of shy and respectful, that maybe there's less interaction than we would appreciate on either side. And it's like foreigners short term are kind of accustomed to convenience, so they don't have to leave their comfort zone. But any small effort of interest, when we're like, hey, can we come talk to you at your house? Oh yeah, sure, why not, come over. It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think only me, I'm easy, to talk to friends. Someone out there doesn't care about it, because I know my friend, I know someone, they don't have time for someone else. They have their job, they don't think important. If you have money for them, they think important, for real. But if for me, I want to know you, I want you to come, I want you to know my family. I mean, like, I think you're my friend. If I don't think you're my friend, I don't have time. Maybe later I tell you. I talk to you a little bit.
And I think that's
care.
also going back to like the intentions of people, right? Like if you can gauge like what are the intentions, and like I feel good about that person. Sometimes it's just
Yeah,
a
for
general
real.
vibe.
Every day,
Sometimes-
we just busy. That today we really busy. We don't eat yet now. The food, she's really hungry. Because we just come back now. You came here, everything not finished, and now finished one about he sleep. It's good. He
He's
quiet.
gonna wake up.
Just
He's
first,
not gonna
the
sleep
first,
today.
and every time he not sleep that time. That today is okay.
It's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, some days are really busy, and some days there's just nothing, which is nice actually.
Yeah, I know you guys, but I'm feel with you, and I like that my feeling more than you tell me what are you doing. Yeah. Sometimes I have something cool like that. They come alone in my head. I don't have that plan. Yeah, they come alone for pure art. We call that pure art. Everything can be pure right now. Don't make plan before. My music like that. It's just right now. Pang, pang, pang. Someone they come, Cat, you have to tune a little bit your guitar sound not good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I never have like look like a professional because I like Cat like normal thing. I don't want to be professional. My friend want,
No overthinking
my friend
here.
want I professional because they want that for team. But for me, I don't need that much. I like everything I have. Same, I like my house. I like my wife like this. I don't care. I like everything I have. It's everything good. Yeah, everything's so good.
I'm very, very grateful for letting us into a little glimpse into the whole, kitchen. So thank you so much. I really appreciated this conversation. Yeah.